Hey guys, welcome and welcome back. If you are returning to my channel, my name is Missy Kai. I'm the owner and the founder of The Body Intuitive. And today we're going to go over part 3 of my 4-part series, Yoga Therapy for Different Cardiac Disorders. Today we're going to be focusing on yoga therapy for stroke and also for limited mobility that may be resulting from a stroke. So the only prop that you're going to need today is a solid chair where your feet can be comfortably rested on the ground and your spine can be comfortably supported. So feel free to hit pause on that video, take as much time as you need to go grab a chair that's supportive for you and your practice. A regular folded chair works well, but you can use anything that's around your house. And then when you're ready, feel free to hit play and we'll get started together. All right, so once you've gotten your chair, go ahead, take the next few moments to situate yourself in your practice, really welcome yourself into your practice, and find a comfortable position on the seat of your chair. I like to sit more on the edge of the chair because it helps me to maintain an active and engaged upright position. But if it helps you to be more relaxed into your chair, you can always sit back a little bit farther or have your spine supported by the back of the chair. So take a few moments now to get yourself as comfortable as possible, getting out any last little wiggles or fidgets that you may have in your body today. And once you've settled, come to a position where the spine is nice and tall, the feet are flat on the floor, and the knees are at about 90 degrees. So you can really feel the floor grounding underneath you. Good. And from here, we're also going to use an object throughout our practice to help anchor us in our intention and our work for today. So if you look around the room, pick any object that's available to you in your field of vision, preferably something that's in front of you. And if this object has special meaning or symbolism to you, all the better. But it doesn't need to necessarily to be effective for our practice. So looking around the room and just notice which object that you've picked and holding this object in your mind as something that you can return back to anytime that you feel a little confused or anytime that you need a little extra grounding and anchoring in your practice today. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to close the eyes if that feels comfortable for you. If you prefer, you can simply rest your gaze on the object that you've picked for today. So whether the eyes are open or closed, I invite you to simply notice and sense the breathing in your body. Notice and sense any sounds of the breath. Notice where the breath is moving in the body. Maybe you feel it more in the chest, or the diaphragm, or the belly, or maybe none of these places. Just observe without any need to change or fix or analyze. Taking a few more rounds of breath, welcoming all sensations that are present for you today in this moment without trying to change them or control them. Just simply letting and allowing those sensations and emotions to be present with you as messengers in your practice. Inhale, breathing into whatever is present for you today. And then exhale, seeing where the body will allow you to soften on the out breath. We'll take 2 more breaths like that. Inhale, allow the lungs and the rib cage to expand, welcoming all sensations and emotions. And then on the exhale, releasing that breath, releasing as much tension as the body will allow, and deepening into your practice. Let's take 1 more breath here. And exhale. And if you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, this is a great time to do so, reminding yourself of why you're doing this practice, anchoring into that intention for yourself. And then if your eyes are closed, slowly beginning to open the eyes and observe the object that you picked at the beginning of practice. And just begin to notice how it may appear similar to you or differently to you. So, noticing the light that's on the object, noticing any textures that you can perceive, any colors, noticing any associations that you may have with this object. And if there are none, that's okay too. Just simply continue to rest your gaze and allow more and more features of this object to become apparent to you. Take a few more moments to observe, and then take a deep breath in and exhale. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable for you today. Exhale all the breath out. Good. And try to recall as many details as you can about the object without looking at it. So all of those beautiful textures and tones and qualities you just observe, bring them to mind now. Taking a deep breath in, and then exhale, releasing any images of the object that you had. Release that exercise and technique. And you can keep the eyes closed as it feels comfortable for you. And we're going to begin a practice of touching our thumb to each of the four fingers. So you can allow the hands to rest down on the thighs. Take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, touch the thumb to the index finger. Deep breath in, and then exhale, touch the middle finger to the thumb. And we'll try to do both sides at a time, but if that's not something that feels accessible today, you can always imagine as if your body was about to make that movement. How would it feel? Or if you'd like, you can take one hand and place the hand and touch finger to thumb and use that assistance to help you get into the posture. Good. So now we'll rest our ring finger on the thumb and touch those two finger pads together. Deep breath in. And then exhale, going to the pinky side as well. Deep breath in. And then exhale, release. You can shake out the wrists. Let that relax. Great job. We're going to do that one more time, but now going in the reverse order. So we went thumb to pinky, and now we're going to go pinky to thumb. If you didn't have a chance to do the other side because you were using one hand to help you, you can now switch to that other side and we'll go one more time. So deep breath in, the eyes still closed if that feels good for you to practice today. Exhale, touch the pinky to the thumb. Deep breath in. Exhale, touch the ring finger to the thumb. Deep breath in. Exhale, touch the middle finger to the thumb. Deep breath in. Exhale, touch the index finger to the thumb. Deep breath in. And exhale, shake that out, let it go. Great job with all of that. If the eyes are closed, keep them closed. And again, slowly bring to mind the object that you picked at the beginning of your practice and see how many details you can recall about your object. So take just a couple breaths now to bring it back to your mind. Great job. And slowly flutter the eyes open again if they were closed, and gaze upon your object and notice the similarities or the differences between how you imagined it and how the object appears to you in this moment. Take 2 more breaths. And exhale on your own time. You can slowly release that focus, and we'll begin to roll the shoulders back a little bit, releasing any tension up in the neck or the shoulders. Just really let the shoulders drop back and down. You can allow the elbows and hands to move on the thighs if that feels good for you. Good. And then let's go a couple times in the other direction just to even things out. Awesome. And we're going to allow this movement to expand into some arm movement. So go ahead, rest the arms down by the waist-side, have the feet resting flat on the floor, and then I'll turn to the side a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So on the inhalation, we're going to float the left hand up, and then on the exhale, float it right back down. Let's do the other side. On the right side, inhale, float that hand up, and then exhale, float it back down. So again, if movement here is not accessible to you for any reason, you can always use the opposite side to help you reach the hand up. And you don't have to go as high as I'm going, which is shoulder height. You can just lift the hand and the arm to the extent that feels good for you today. And over time, that range of motion will grow, it will get longer and stronger, and you'll gain more range of motion with time and practice. So let's try 2 more on each side. Inhale, just to the range you can. Exhale, back down. Good. Inhale, right side up. Exhale, back down. Inhale 1 more time, lifting up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale 1 more time, lift up. And exhale, back down. Beautiful. Go ahead, relax the arms, shake them out to the sides. Awesome. We're going to do some more arm movements, but now sweeping to the side. So on the inhale, we're going to draw the left arm out to the side, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Hand rests on the thigh. Inhale, right hand lifts up. Exhale, slowly lower down. And again, same thing. We only need to go to the point that feels good. So if we're just here today, that's great. If we need the other arm or hand to help lift us up, that's great as well too. Or if we're just imagining that the arm is lifting, what it would feel like if we were about to lift the arm, that's great as well. So let's finish up our last round on this last side. Inhale up and exhale, slowly lower down. Great job. Now imagine where the belly button is, and we're going to take some small trunk circles from there. So keep the spine nice and tall here. The trunk is upright. And then deep breath in on the exhale. Imagine you're moving that belly button around in a small circle. And if this feels a little bit challenging to the balance, you can always take your hands on the sides of the chair to help support you as you go through this movement. So we'll take 3 to 5 circles, one direction, slowly spiraling out bigger and bigger with each circle. Great job here. And take your last circle. Inhale as we come in. Exhale as we spiral back towards center. Take a resting breath in center. And then exhale, we're going to change the direction. So start small, take a smaller range of motion, and then slowly begin to spiral out. Good. Maybe growing that circle a little bit bigger with each round. Take maybe 2 more circles, so 3 to 5 total. Good. Great job. And then slowly make your way back towards center. Feel the feet resting on the ground. If it helps you to close the eyes, you may. Or if you prefer to rest your gaze on the object that you picked at the beginning of class, feel free to do that now. Feel your feet on the floor and notice what sensations are coming up in your body. Notice sensations are coming up with your breath, and just take the next 2 to 3 breaths to be still and observe whatever's present for you in this moment. Holding that object in your field of awareness, whether mentally if the eyes are closed or visually if the eyes are open. Deep breath in and exhale. Great job. Slowly flutter the eyes open. Awesome. And so for one of our last practices today, we're going to use the arms to increase blood flow and circulation. So we're going to inhale, spread the palms open, and then exhale, close. Inhale, open, spread the palms. Exhale, close. Great job. Inhale, open, spread the palms. Exhale, close. Squeeze everything tight. Inhale, draw the shoulders towards the ears. And exhale, drop the shoulders. We're going to interlace the hands. Stretch the hands forward. We can tuck the chin and round the spine slightly. And then inhale, lift the hands all the way up towards the sky. Sit nice and tall. Exhale, hands come down. Grab onto the sides of the chair. Push yourself down to lift the upper body high. And then exhale. Try to lift the left knee up towards the chest. And then inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift the right knee towards the chest. And then exhale, lower it down. Let's do 2 more each side. Inhale, lift up. If this is too much, you can always grab underneath the leg to lift it. Exhale, lower it down. Right hand can scoop under, lift the leg, lower it down. Good. If you want more of a challenge, you can put the hand behind you and press down to lift the chest. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, back down. Inhale, right knee to chest. Exhale, back down. Great job. Shake all of that out. Let everything relax. And then come back to your easy seated position. And then look down at your toes for just a moment and check out your toes and see if we can do kind of the same thing with the toes of spreading the toes wide. I'm not going to show you my feet because it's weird. But exhale, scrunch the toes. And then inhale, open and spread. Exhale, close and scrunch the toes like you're scrunching the mat on the floor. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale, spread the toes. Exhale, close and scrunch. Take a deep breath in here. Great job. Exhale, let everything go. Beautiful. And rest your gaze on the object one last time. Deep breath in. And then exhale, closing your eyes. Again, one last time, recalling as much as you can about the object. Recalling as much as you can about what you perceived. And then with the eyes still closed, we can slowly bring our palms together to meet each other left and right. We'll create some friction by rubbing the palms together. And again, if this is not possible for you, you can just take the hand in one hand and rub it on the thigh and create some heat and energy that way, whatever works best for you. And then whether we're working with one or both palms, we'll bring the palms over the eyes. Or one palm over one eye, opposite can be closed. Just observing any flashing lights or colors dancing behind the eyes. Deep breath in here. Beautiful. And exhale. Slowly allowing the hands to drop back down into the lap, allowing the eyes to stay closed as comfortable for you. And just sensing and scanning down the body, noticing the left side of the body, noticing the right side of the body, feeling both the left and right sides of the body together at once. Good. Noticing the front side of the body, any sensation or how it may appear to you in your mind's eye. And noticing the back side of the body. Noticing both the front and back sides at once. And then take a deep breath, release that sensation. Noticing the inside of the body, how that sensation feels to you. Noticing the outside of the body. And noticing both your inner and outer environments at the same time, holding both in your field of awareness. And then just releasing that observation and feeling yourself as awareness that is holding all the objects within its field. So feeling and experiencing yourself as awareness itself of these sensations, of these objects, of your body. And resting into this space, taking 2 or 3 more breaths on your own pace, resting into silence. And feel free to linger here in Shavasana for as long as it serves you in your practice today. If you feel ready to move on and forward into your day, you can slowly begin to flutter the eyes open, scanning the room for your object of choice, just using that to help anchor you back into awareness and alert, conscious, awake state. Feel free to take any movements that feel good to your body. So any intuitive movements, it could be a little circle, maybe a little twist, a shoulder roll, neck roll, shaking of the arms. Just take a few moments now. And then slowly coming back towards center, we're going to close today with a little bit of face tapping. So we're going to take the finger pads of our fingers and just begin to tap, 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 right above the cheekbones. Tap, 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 tap all over and above the eyebrows. Tap, tap, tap all over the forehead. Good, just invoking that sense of biofeedback here, coming back down the cheekbones again. We can come across the jaw, behind the jaw. Tap, 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 tap. We can come down into the neck here, down the sides of the neck, back up, coming underneath the chin. Just be gentle. Coming back up the jaw and towards the front of the chin, And shake out the wrists and hands. Great job, you guys. You are all done today. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank you so much for showing up consciously and intentionally. My hope is that this practice may serve you and your recovery. And just know that it's perfectly okay to take things at your own pace. It's perfectly okay to modify things. The goal here is not to necessarily get back to where you were before you had a stroke, but to be in acceptance of where we're at now and work with what we do have and build from there. So thank you so much. Feel free to revisit this practice as often as you would like to. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions. Again, my name is Missy Kai. I'd love to be connected with you. Thank you so much for your time and happy practicing.